Hello and welcome to the Monocle Weekly. I am Fernando Augusto Pacheco, and while in Paris, I had the pleasure to interview the Franco-Brazilian duo PPJ, who just released their EP called Joker, an eclectic mix of baile funk, techno and hyperpop. Here is Páula and Povoa.
We were coming back from different countries. We ended up in the same place during lockdown. Paula was just coming back from Brazil. I was coming back from Italy. I used to live in Italy at the time. We ended up in my dad's house in Normandy for the lockdown. A very big green place. It was a lovely lockdown, and that's how we started to make music together.
Was Primavera one of your first?
It was exactly the first one, yeah.
It was. I loved it. I loved that song around when it came out. And Paula, of course, there's a strong Brazilian component to PPJ in terms of its influences as well. So tell us a bit more, because you are Brazilian.
Yeah, I was born in Brazil, but I grew up in the north of France. And I was adopted when I was young by a French family. When I was 18, 19 years old, I started to do some research about my country. So I first traveled there to search my parents' origin and stuff when I was 20. And since then, I started to play music with a producer in Lille, telling all about my searches about this story. And I put all my little poems on electronic music because I grew up in north of France, like border with Belgium, where I first had my clubbing experience. And then I mixed my two worlds. And for me, it was so important to stay connected with Brazil because of that crazy story, me reconnected with my country. And since this first travel, I've never stopped about digging, searching, connecting with people, connecting with my biological family. So yeah, this is a big mix and big influences on the PPJ music.
I think that's very beautiful. And you know, I always have this theory, Paula, I don't know if Povoa you would agree with me, that I generally think Brazil and France, they have a very strong music admiration for each other. Because every time I come to Paris, I listen to a lot of Brazilian music. A lot of Brazilian artists come here, much more than in London, I would say. What was your relationship with Brazilian music before you start PPJ, before you met Paula?
Yeah, it's a whole world with its own music. It's its own thing. It's very specific and it's really, really fascinating. So I've always been curious about it, but Paula really enriched my knowledge about it.
You brought the electronic, like, because you know, you had your stuff. You also kind of, you're not just on PPJ. You also do some stuff solo as a producer.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm really into club music, I would say, in all its forms. But yeah, with PPJ, we can mix together the Brazilian softness and beauty of Paula's voice and all her culture around it with the club music, because we like to celebrate in the club. So it goes really well together, you know, with the strange of the club music and the softness of that part.
And the new EP, it's a celebration. It's very carnivalesque. I mean, it's called Joker, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, Paula, you can tell us a bit some of the songs. I mean, I wonder if we can start maybe with Cor. It's a bit bossa, it's a bit MPB, but then you go to the dance floor, you know, so it's quite innovative in that sense.
I love to listen to this music. It's so perfect for this new season, very sunny. We want to dance. I don't know, for me, it's like the summer tune. It can be dance in Brazil, it can be dance here in France, it can be dance in London, everywhere, all around the world. So yeah, it's we can imagine Roda di Samba for my part. Povoa is saying he started wanted the bossa nova. But the only thing I can hear, it's like a Roda di Samba, a lot of musicians around the table with guitar, cavaquinho, quicker, but there's no quicker on it. But I can imagine the happiness, a lot of people around the table drinking caipirinha or very fresh frozen beer and dancing, being happy, wearing only a little soft dress for women. And with the electronic music, it's such a great vibe. It's unexpected. We're starting with this guitar riff, and then it comes from this amazing electronic beat in the middle. So it's kind of perfect. And it was a collaboration with Chloe Caillé. We did it in the studio. It was really, really fun to do it. Really positive.
I was very inspired by this track I had learned on the guitar when I played the chord. Remember, we played it together a few times. Chega de Saudade.
Yes.
It's a bossa, right?
Beautiful.
Right.
Yes. It's all together. Bossa, a little bit of samba as well.
Yeah.
And I love, for example, I was huge. It was my first electronic movement. It was Electro Clash. I was quite young when it came out. There's even a little bit of that in Joker, right?
Yeah.
Do you also liked kind of that period?
Yeah, for sure. But it's not that much on purpose, I would say.
People are saying we are Electro Clash.
Yeah.
I knew this period when I was a young adult with Sexy Sushi, this kind of band. But yeah, it wasn't on purpose with PPJ.
And for the fans of PPJ, will we be able to see you guys live somewhere during summer? Is it still early days? Do you know anything?
Very soon in Paris, actually. We'll be on the 23rd at Print.
It's a pop-up venue in the 20th, dans le 20e in Paris. It's so cool. It's 6-floor building with a massive sound system. So it will be so nice to play on that venue with such a great view of Paris. It would be so nice. We invited a lot of DJ and artist friends to play as well with us. And after, during summer, we will play in Bordeaux for Madame Royale, invited by Ed Banger, the label. And a little festival nearby Marseille. It will be so nice. Nearby a river. And then there's not a lot of show, but a lot of things to be announced and confirmed.
Well, I'll be listening to a lot of PPJ this summer. Tracks like Sexy Dosi, I was enjoying. One final question. I just want to know, because I always ask to people, what are you guys listening to at the moment? Because my recommendation is PPJ, but Povoa maybe. And I want to hear from you and from Paula.
I'm listening to a lot of music because I have a DJ project where I played all my Brazilian records. And at this moment, I'm listening... I just bought the Maria Beraldo vinyl. It's a track we're listening a lot from the album Cavalo. And this is the best track of the album. And for me, it's a mix with electronic. It's such a great producing. Electronic, traditional music, forró, with a crazy voice. It's like a sample and there's a lot of crazy cuts. And I really love this music.
I will check it out. What about you, Povoa?
Yeah, I had to have a little thought about it because I listen to so many music and I don't really have a big genre I listen to. But I just thought about something that Brooks, an artist, she's Australian, but she lives in New York, and I had a session a few days with her. And she told me about that style that I've been listening quite a lot recently, which is bubbling. It's like very accelerated perreo. It's Dutch Caribbean music. So it's very unique. I love that.
I'm learning a lot of things here, guys. Thank you, Páula and Povoa from PPJ. Their EP Joker is out now. I'm Fernando Augusto Pacheco, and the show was edited by Jack Jewers. Thank you for listening.